Hey, it's Edge here. Today we're taking a look at technical analysis for SP500 with Elliott Wave Theory. A couple of advertisements here at the start. I finally completed the Elliott Wave and RSI Advanced course, so if you want to master the RSI and want to learn how it can be utilized properly with Elliott Wave Theory, check out the course on Udemy. I've also started counter trend capital with few expert traders that will be paid Discord group. Currently the Discord is free, so you can check it out if you're interested. And lastly, if you want to educate yourself and support me, you can take a look at Patreon, where you can find Elliott Wave Basics course, access to weekly live streams and extra content overall. Thank you for your support. Let's get into the charts next. So here we are on 1 hour time frame on S&P futures chart, and today again this is the chart that we're going to be looking at. Overall, what we've had is a couple of different alterations here. Having this as an impulse can be done, but it definitely has more of a three-way structure overall look, in my opinion. So the three-way structure fits a bit better in my opinion. Then this would be a connector wave connecting this to the next structure over here. At the moment, we have hit some of the targets that we would have here. The minimum target that we had here was that 0.618 overall. We have not hit anywhere close to the 1-to-1, which is a bit questionable. There is a chance that this whole structure here would be still a connector wave that would be connecting this structure later to another one, where we would have this as first structure, this would be second structure, and then we'd have another structure here, basically creating this three-way structure before this structure going upwards. At that point again we would be getting to that 1-to-1. I do like that idea overall, and that is why again I'm showing you it here. Of course there was contracting diagonal potential, but again it's not too good, has some issues with the count as well. Impulsive count is very thin on the line at the moment. The possibility here, let's go to 30 minutes here, was that we had this as a 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. However, again, if we take out these previous lows, it is very likely to see that we're going to be coming back to this wave 1 territory, which means again that this is not an impulse wave. I've had mentioned this many times before, that this does not have very good structure at all for impulse wave structures after we have had created this structure over here, as we came back to the previous highs over here and we started to need to shift the counts and the structures around here. So again, I haven't favored this count at all, but we can be still keeping on track of it until it gets invalidated. The main count has been this one, where we had this as a three-way structure, and this would fit into the idea of higher degree, still being this 3, 3, and then some kind of structure coming down. Again, this structure does seem like it is corrective, so it is not going to be a B, and C structure unless we can get this into being some kind of diagonal structure overall. Let's take a closer look what we have here now. So I've got a couple of different ideas here overall. So one of them is again that we have this as 3, 3, and then 3 into the lows of wave 1 here. The structure here, however, does have some kind of form of potential 5 waves. We do have that divergence here at the top, giving us more information and more confidence that this is indeed a 5-way structure, losing the momentum up there at the top, and then we'd be looking to create a new structure downwards. Now, if this indeed is a 5-way structure, we can't really say that, okay, this is a new start of something, unless again we are going to be finding a partner leg to it. If we take out these lows here that we are very close to at the moment, and if we take out again these lows, then we can confirm that this indeed has to be an end of something, as in 5 waves. If that happens, then this arrow that I've drawn comes into play, and it is currently in play as well, where instead of this being a WXY like so, we would have this as a W wave, then we would have A, B, and C in the form of a running flat. Again, this running flat would be just because again this end of C wave here did not take out the end of wave A. So this would be A, this would be B, and this would be the C wave. Again, C wave having always the 5-way structure, and this would be making more sense. So overall, we would be having a structure, something like that, complete, and then we'd be looking for the third structure, basically a partner leg for this one to the downside. And here it is laid out with the fibs. At the moment, we definitely have a very three-wave-ish look here. We haven't still got that divergence going on here, and I don't think we're going to be getting rid of that at the moment at all. So overall, again, this structure over here in the wave W, we had 3 waves. This is definitely a 3-wave structure in its own, and then we'd have another 3-wave structure here locally. Let's see which one of these was. This one was the WX and extensions 1.236, and this one was the even higher degree wave structure, which would be this extensions over here. Again, we are very close to the very nice targets here, and even if we are pulling this wave here very locally, we can see that we are again right around that same area. 1-to-1s around here to 1.618. Basically all of these is giving us information that there is a potential that we can have a nice up move from here on out again. However, how does that fit into the higher degrees is the question, in my opinion, and that is something that I don't have figured out yet. At this point, I don't think this is not nearly enough. I don't think this is nearly enough of a structure to be correcting this structure at all. If we're going to be going a bit higher time frames, for example dailies, we can see that we have had already that higher high here on RSI, making the possibility that this is indeed already a done of a structure, creating this 3-wave structure. Now we'd be looking for downwards more, but I don't think I can create a good looking structure with that as a start of something. I feel like this is again a very 3-wave-ish structure. Whether it is done very soon or not, it is just too small to correct this whole thing. So what do I think is going to be happening is we are going to be getting another partner leg up and another 3 down here, depending of course how high this will go. Either we're going to be creating expanded structure here, or if we don't take out the origin highs here, we'd be creating some kind of 3-wave structure WXY. But yeah, I do like the idea of looking for long setups here at the moment, just based on the fibs, and of course that is not the most or the best trade setup at the moment. But again, looking for longs again on this area is pretty decent in my opinion. But we'll see of course how that turns out, especially if we are going to be getting a good looking spike. Looking for pullbacks is definitely the better option here, as in a form of buys. But yeah, I think that is pretty much going to do it for this video on S&P 500. If you made it this far into the video, again, I would appreciate the likes and comments on the video, and there's a link to my Patreon and Discord on the description below, and check out CTC as well. Thanks for watching, see you on the next video, bye bye.